What is up, guys? Welcome back to the videos. If you guys are new, my name is Mike. So today I really want to work on a car. I can't work on mine because I don't have any more parts for it as of right now. But I do have a friend named Sage and he bought a new car, if you guys remember. It's a Dodge Caliber SRT4, which apparently to our knowledge, its motor is very similar to the Evo motor. As I mentioned earlier, I am accompanied by
Rise Above Media.
Yeah, Rise Above Media. Yep, he is a proud owner of the SRT4.
That's right, my guy.
So in this video, we're not gonna be like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Pod filters in general don't really do anything. I don't think they add any horsepower. I look at them as like a sound mod, but I took my pod filter off. This is like the one we're putting in his car is my old one. I hope it fits. If not, well, I'm gonna show you something cool. But I took mine off because first of all, I don't really think it made that much sense because my exhaust is just really loud on my Evo. I just wanted to put on the stock intake because it just, first of all, it looked better. To me, the OEM intake of the Evo is more of like a cold air intake, and the one I put on was just like a, I want to hear my car go whoosh sound. So we're going to be putting on this AEM, it's made by K&N also, pod filter, and hopefully it'll fit and Sage can finally go whoosh.
It does, but like, not really, like very quietly.
He has a stock intake. I mean, this doesn't make it an aftermarket intake. This just makes it go whoosh. Here she is, the 2.4 liter beast of fury, the Caliber. So what I really like about this intake is you don't have like silly clips like these ones. Mine has these clips, like literally his has like turn tabs that you like turn.
You just kind of jimmy them out.
I think it's kind of weird that your battery is under here, but
You think so?
I think it's weird, but you know, what's normal nowadays, right?
Automatic transmission.
Apparently so.
Ow, fuck. And then she's gonna slides out.
Okay, so this is actually perfect. We can leave it the way it is.
Yeah, you can probably just slip it right in there.
Yeah, so I want to show you guys. Sage, why don't you hop in and give it a couple of revs with the air filter on.
Okay.
You could kind of hear the blow-off valve, but not really inside. So this is all that, like, it's just pulls off. I've never seen an air filter like this. You just pull it off. And then now we're gonna rev it without the air filter. And it's gonna, like, the spool and the whooshing sound is gonna be a little bit louder. So, I don't know if the camera picked that up, but you can definitely hear the blow-off valve a lot more prominent. We're gonna see if we change this one out with the pod filter I showed you in the last clip. We're gonna see if it makes any changes at all, and hopefully it fits, because it definitely looks like it should fit. And even inside the box too. And besides, this is getting a little bit dirty anyway, so it might be a good idea to change it out.
You know what? This air filter is actually for a truck.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's a Dodge.
It is a Dodge.
So,
Mopar or no car? Am I right, dadgummit?
yeah, I'd go with no car. I don't think we're gonna need a hose clamp. This other one didn't. Oh, dude, it's on. That's it. It's done. There's the install. Boys, we don't need this. Sage, we don't need this. This is done. I don't know what you want to do with this.
I'll throw it in the trunk or something.
Oh, in the trunk. By the way, our hands are freezing right now. Like, it's so cold. For us, we can tell that it's getting warmer because there's geese over there. And like, where's the other ones? Over there. But, oh my god, it's cold. You know, it's actually really tight on there. I can't even spin it around. So, like, that actually might be good. Looks like it'll close on top of the whole, like, assembly thing. That's hella Gucci. Like, good for you, Dodge. So, let's try with the pod filter if it does anything.
Okay. Honestly, mate, not that much different than that one.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that much different.
Pretty much the same.
It doesn't do shit at all.
Honestly,
Okay.
I think it's because it's closed off on the front. If it had like a hole kind of like in the center, because otherwise it's like the exact same as this,
That's true, yeah.
except it's cleaner.
Yeah, so that is an upgrade for you. Here you go, boys. And we're gonna male, female this back in. Okay, so let's go for a drive. If you can hear the blow-off valve more with this one. Yeah, I doubt it too, but I don't know, it worked for my Evo, maybe it might work for this one.
That's right, this Evo.
Well, this car, I mean. Good news, it fits. Bad news, we both think that it's not gonna make any sound difference whatsoever. I don't know, we'll take it for a drive. We'll have like a low RPM pull, mid, and then a high RPM pull. And I don't know, drive around and see if it like makes any sound, right?
Yeah.
All right, so this, I guess this will be pull 1. Oh, dig, okay, that's cool.
It's kind of low. Honestly.
Yeah, it's the same. Okay, there's no sound at low RPM. But on my Evo, it's like more of the mid to high that you can hear it a lot more prominently. Oh, there was a little chirp. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, there was a little chirp. There was a little, it's much, yeah, it's more prominent. It's more prominent. I heard that.
Yeah. But it doesn't last, you know? It's just like kind of like, that's it, it's done.
Let's try putting it in gear, or, you know, going the appropriate speed on this road.
That's right.
And then you just put it back into neutral. Like whoosh, and then you put it back into neutral. Here we go.
No traction control's on.
Nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
That's so weird.
It only happened when I went into gear. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
So this air filter was basically my first mod per se, because I just finished classes. I went over to Speed Factor. I bought a little air filter because mine was getting dirty. Took the old one out, put it on, and now it went whoosh, so I was so happy. What is this guy? This guy was just driving normally and then it just starts to whoosh. And I've been driving it like hard, not hard, but I mean like
Driving pretty hard.
yeah, okay, I've been driving pretty hard and it only made it in between shifts.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It just kind of did.
And that was the same kind of whoosh as I got in my Evo. Faintly there, but you can still tell like it's there. It's
kind of.
it's there. But you just have to be really, really quiet. One thing that came to my head that's like just the speculation is maybe, just maybe, the map sensor needed to get used to it, and then now it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know. Like, I think maybe that was it. Maybe the car just needed to get used to the... But it's like the same thing as what you had before. It's noticeable, but also it's very faint.
It's like if you're listening for it, you'll hear it. If you don't listen for it, you won't find it.
Here you guys go. Okay, so we've been driving around for a bit, and it's only made us more confused. Like now it's starting to do it more, but only at like the low RPM. It does it just a little bit. Like it's like a, which
It's just teasing you.
yeah, and then in
Pulling up
between.
her shirt, but you're only getting under boob.
In my opinion, is it a mod that you guys should do? If your air filter needs replacing, yes. If it does need replacing, save up for an intake, go that route, or better yet, buy a blow-off valve and an exhaust, and then everyone literally thinks that you're modified. Like it does it when the camera's not rolling, but when I take it out, it's like, yeah, I'm camera shy, I don't want to do it. Okay, say it's personal preference. You've been driving this car longer than I have. Is it a mod that's worth? This new was $60.
I mean, honestly, if you just really want the sound and you're like, yeah, I got 60 bucks to kill, sure, whatever. I'd recommend getting like one that has less air resistance. So that'd be
Or
one that,
better airflow.
yeah, better airflow. One that wouldn't have like, it wouldn't be sealed off at the end. It would have like a hole in the middle
in my opinion, I wouldn't really spend the 60 bucks.
No.
If your air filter doesn't need replacing. Sage's, it kind of did. You know what I think it is?
What?
I think this doesn't sound very prominent because we're used to my car. My car is really loud because of the blow-off valve. Yeah, it's really loud. So now we're like, yeah, it's barely there, but you know what? I think that's
You
it.
should go get your car. RN.
We should get my car, but I don't have a steering wheel yet. So guys, maybe this next video there's gonna be a steering wheel install. I actually don't know when I'm gonna get it. You guys know I take my car out right now, but I can't steer, so there's no use in me registering the car if I can't steer. Oh, before I end this video, I'm gonna put that little clip of me driving the Evo 4 because I put it on my Instagram if you guys wanted to see me doing that. Right guys, so I asked you guys on Instagram if I should make like a short little video or like a little clip of me driving the Evo for a bit. It's not registered, so I'm just gonna drive it down my street, but I haven't driven an Evo 4 since I last owned one, and like I said in the previous video, this is like exactly like my first car. So it would be pretty cool to, you know, drive this again, and it's all warmed up, it's all ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and like give it a little pull and see how it feels like. And by the way, I want to show you guys something. First of all, you don't need to step the clutch or press on the clutch when you're in a JDM car. I don't know why, but check this out. It talks in Japanese, and that's pretty sweet. First drive in like my first car. Oh, the clutch feels really different compared to the 10. It feels like almost springier. Dude, this car feels so different compared to my Evo 10. Like the Evo 10 almost feels like, I don't know how to describe it, like it feels linear. This one you're like nothing and then boost. It's definitely a different feeling driving the two. Like there's some things about the Evo 10 that's just so nice that obviously the older cars, the older Evos can't give. Like comfort, I guess, and like modern luxuries. But man, such a fun car. I feel so lucky to be able to drive this car again. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and join the Annie Perfect Society. Peace out and make it happen.